So the first card in January is the physical activity. So you're pretty busy in January, running around, rushing around, getting things done. There's a lot of energy that you are employing in whatever you're doing. So you're very busy during that month. And you've got the angel card as the archetype, which is that you'll be helping a lot of people. So you're busy doing something. Maybe you're a carer. Maybe you're doing something where you're not getting paid for it. So it may be something to do with your family, taking care of people or taking care of children, and you're going all out to help them. You know, almost like an angel going out and helping them. You yourself could well be getting help as well from people that you least expected with this angel card. And there's also a lot of spiritual guidance or unexpected help coming in for you with this angel card. Then you've got the King of Cups, and it is somebody, a counselor, father, protector. So there's somebody in your vicinity. It's the card ruled by Cancer. It's also a card showing a lot of caring. So there might be somebody that you're going and seeking some advice for. You might, be going to a counselor or a doctor. It is somebody that helps you with whatever task you're doing. You've got this green man pointing at the angel card. So whatever caring you're doing, you're going and seeking advice on how to get this particular job done. And this person is giving you that emotional support that you need. If you're looking after somebody, you might be taking them over to see a doctor or for some kind of medical intervention here. The King of Cups is usually a card that is associated with physicians, nurses, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of caring coming in over there, and there's a lot of emotional support going over here. So maybe this is why you're rushing around a lot, because you're doing so much of activity. You're helping somebody out, you're caring for them, and a lot of physical effort is going into it. And then you've got the Seven of Air over here. So plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So with the Seven of Air, it's talking about, there's a lot going on. That's why you're rushing around a lot. And you're needing to change your plans as the need arises. So, there's a lot going on, and you're chopping and changing things. You're actually trying to meet the needs of that situation, and it's a bit of a hectic period for you, it seems, with the Seven of Air. A lot of things going on. There's a lot of thought going on. There's a lot of anxiety going on as well, and it's all to do with this caring that you're doing. Whoever you're caring for, it's requiring a lot of intervention by maybe, like I said, some sort of people from the medical profession, but also you rushing around involves you rushing around and being very anxious within that situation. So January being a very, very busy month for you, trying to sort things out. So in February, you've got leadership over here. You've got Seeker, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Earth. So you are getting into a kind of position where you're taking on that leadership role. You are the one who's in charge, making a lot of decisions. So whereas in January, you're the one that's been rushing around, it seems like you're taking control of the situation now. You're in charge. You're making sure everything goes smoothly. You've got the Seeker over here, which is the thirst for wisdom and truth, wherever they are. So getting things in order, making sure that you're on top of things. If you are planning on going back into studying or work or into a study kind of environment, it seems like that's going to be coming in for you as well. And maybe you're taking on a role as a teacher with the Seeker card. But this card could also be something that is got a lot of Virgo attributes to it. So caring, something to do with healthcare, and also spending a lot of time by yourself and being very focused on your work as well. And following a new path, really. You've got the Page of Swords over here, so some sort of information coming in here. It seems like, everything seems to be getting to you as well, in the sense that there's information coming to you that's not very, very pleasant, because you've got the card of Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius over here, and it seems like you've got the green going into the snow. So something that comes in, some sort of information that comes in that makes you feel extremely upset. And maybe there is a truth that is revealed, that hence the Seeker card. and that is something that is, cold hard facts, and you're not pretty happy about it. It might be something of a legal nature, because you've got the swords over here. Maybe there's some kind of legality that is revealed, or some kind of information revealed to you of legal nature that makes you a bit upset. That's going on in February. You've got the Eight of Earth over here. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all that you need to know about the topic and going back to school. So with the Seeker card, it is talking about studying, because it is about wisdom and truth being found. And then you've got the Eight of Earth over here, which also speaks about going back to school or learning new skills as far as your work goes. So something going on over here. Maybe you're signing new contracts as far as your work goes, but some sort of information comes in of a legal kind of nature over here. But there's also a need to go back into school, need to go back into studying as far as your work goes, a need to retrain, hence the Seeker card. But you are in a position of leadership here. Maybe you need to increase your skill base in order for you to get this leadership position. You want to sign a contract maybe with that, but maybe they discover that you need more qualifications actually to get it. And that might be the thing that is upsetting you as far as this Page of Swords goes. But it's something that comes in very suddenly. It's information that comes to you very suddenly. And like I said, if it's a truth or legal nature, it's not the most appealing bit of information. It's not the nicest bit of information that you're going to hear. It's going to make you a bit anxious. So in March, you've got individuality, and it's followed by Poet, the Moon, and the Five of Water. So this month seems to be a month that, you're a bit upset about things. You're needing to act by yourself. It's almost like you're standing alone against the world, if you like. And, you're displaying with your leadership qualities. It's always lonely at the top with the leadership card in February, but you're having to act and make decisions entirely based on your own skills. So you're having to take that lead role, and you're having to act very independently of what anybody else says. So there's no support really coming for you. You've got the Poet card, which says, expresses the soul's insight in symbolic language. So you've got to actually rely on your intuition in order to make any kind of decisions that you're making. It's important that you do that, and that's how you express your individuality. Poets are usually people that talk about, they are self-expressive. And as an individual here with this individuality card, it's you have to express yourself. So you have to be yourself, express yourself, and be very, very clear about what you want people to know and what you want people to understand. They need to know where you're coming from with this individuality and Poet card. Now you've got the Moon card over here, so you're a bit confused about things. There might be delays in things, maybe news coming to you. There's a concept, there's almost a feeling like, everything is going around in circles and nothing is getting done. And you're very much in the dark about a lot of things. So you're waiting for some kind of information to come in, and this is making you a bit confused and a bit upset. And maybe a bit emotional as well with this Moon card. And then you got a Five of Water over here, where things are not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positive, and crying over spilt milk. So it seems like, things are not going very, very well in March. There's a bit of disappointment that's coming up over here. You've got a regret card where you should have done something and you didn't do it, and now you're crying over the fact that you didn't do it. But there are things that are remaining within that situation that you need to focus on. So you'd really in March, you need to get yourself back on track. You need to, express your individuality, try and get some clarity back in your life. Otherwise, you're going to sit over there and cry over things that didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out. You need to be very practical and, not get very emotional about it. Because with these cards, the Moon and the Five of Water over here, it's somehow showing that, things are going, you're working, and the efforts might be a bit futile. You might be ending cycles over here because this card of the moon is ruled by Pisces, and there's a lot of confusion going on over here, and you're getting very emotional about the whole thing as well. So you need to rope in all that emotions and bring yourself back on track, and get a little bit of a clearer perspective on everything that you're doing. So in April, you've got completion, the Warrior, the Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Water. So this is a better month for you, the month of April. This is usually when, the month of your birthday, March, towards the end of March, and April is around your birthday month. These are usually months when there are big energy changes that come to us, because we're ending the old year and we're starting a new year. So this is almost like your new year, April is. And you have completed a phase. So all that confusion, and there's still a bit of, energy of that confusion going on in March. But basically, by the time you reach April, you have now completed that cycle and it's finished. So you'll be moving on from that. You've got the Warrior card, and this is more your energy, which is the energy of Aries. Aries ruled by Mars, and Mars is the god of war. And you are now taking back your strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. So you get back on track again, it seems like, in April. You realize that cycle is finished, and now the Aryan in you comes out, and you are now getting back your power, getting back your strength, and getting back your self-discipline. And you can see she's got the lightning in her hands. So you are taking back that strength, and you're taking back your power, and you're getting yourself back on track. So March is a bit of a confusing month for you. You seem to be a low energy, and you seem to be getting rid of old energies as well. But in April, you're right back on track again, and you have completed that cycle. You've got the power right back in your hand again, and you're taking everything, all your skills, self-discipline, toughness is all coming back to you. You've got the Nine of Wands over here, which is moon in Sagittarius here, and you can see there's a lot of battles that you have fought and won. You've got all these sticks standing up over here, and this woman is dancing and celebrating. So you are extremely on top of your game now. Everything is now falling in your hand, and you are you have conquered whatever problems you have. This woman is dancing, so there's probably some kind of celebration. It is your birthday month, so it is probably a time when you are celebrating. But it also looks like all the problems that you have experienced have now fallen away, and you've got that boundless energy and that boundless potential coming, and you've got this new lease on life coming in April. And with the Ten of Water, it looks like there's an end of that old cycle of regret and upset and misery, and you have now a contented family life, and emotional and material needs are being met, trustworthy relationships. So you move into an absolutely nice, beautiful energy in April, after going through a little bit of a crappy period in the first 3 months, or the first, right up to April, things look like they're, not really getting you anywhere. You seem to be working very hard and having a lot of issues with anxiety and problems, but it seems like in April everything is conquered right now. You are celebrating, you've got your power back, and all that emotional turmoil that you went through has gone, and now you start relaxing and enjoying your emotional life, your family life. It seems like your financial needs are also being met, and that's going on in April. So a good time for a nice celebration in April. Now in May, you've got abundance coming to you. You've got the Queen card, the Two of Swords, and you've got the Three of Air here. So abundance speaking for itself, a lot coming to you. So from April and May, it looks like you've conquered a lot of things, and now you are starting to move in a very, very positive cycle with this abundance energy coming to you. You've got the Queen here, which says radiates regal feminine, uses a benevolent authority to protect people. So you're very, very much on top of your game in May. You've got taking on the attributes of the Queen, very much a leader, in charge, and sorting things out. You've got everything in your hand here, and you've got a lot of authority as well. So there's the Two of Swords coming over here, there's a lot of harmony as well coming into your life. Any kind of disputes that you were going through, with the moon going into Libra over here, any arguments or problems get sorted out. Any legal battles get sorted out. And it seems like, things are now finally going the way you want it to. So there's reconciliations, things sorted out between people, any kind of arguments or disputes, any kind of legal battles that you have, you're a winner in it with this Two of Swords. In fact, it's like you don't have to do anything. Everything just works out for the best for you in May. And you've got the Three of Air over here. You're still dealing with problems that you had to sort out in this first 3 months. You're still, maybe with the Three of Air, there's a breakdown in communication between you and somebody. There was a breakdown in communication. You're still very, very upset about it. But with this Two of Swords, it looks like, harmony is achieved with whatever problems you have. And, you're getting over any kind of problems that you had. There's reconciliation, it seems, a good family life going on over here. You can see this foal with these two unicorns over here. So things start actually resolving themselves in May for you. Any kind of relationship problems sort themselves out. So in June, you've got teaching and learning. You've got child wounded. Two of Wands, and you've got awakening. So you might be going back into some kind of studying or learning skill sets. Maybe you're doing seminars or going for short courses, that kind of thing going on. So you've got that concept of learning or information coming and going through. You're involved in that kind of cycle of information coming in, and you teaching as well. So a lot of you're working, but you're doing a lot of learning and a lot of teaching as well. You've got the child wounded over here, which says you're getting back any kind of problems that you may have had, any childhood problems that you had to face or deal with. You're dealing with it. But if you have children, you're also dealing with problems that they are, having. You're being very supportive, and if there are issues within the family, you're beginning to sort that out and get that. If you have any kind of disputes going on in the family, that gets sorted out. There's forgiveness going on over here. So your relationship status is now improving because there's forgiveness. You're getting into that state of harmony because you're coming to terms with a lot of issues. Maybe you've had some issues within your life, and you're sorting those out as well during this period. So you've got the Two of Wands over here, aggressive conquest. Now this is Mars in Aries, so a lot of focus is now going on your projects. So this is your card. You have a decision to make about which way you want to go. You've reached the fork in the road, but you're putting a lot of effort and energy into your work career. Very, very, very very, very focused, and you've got a lot of ambition. And that's, maybe once you've sorted out any issues, maybe you've had confidence issues in the past, you tend to sort it out in this month. And now you're taking, the bull by the horns, so to speak, and you're putting all your confidence, you're realizing that, you have a lot of power in your hand, and you're putting all of that into your work life. So you're very, very focused, and you have a new career goal as well. You've got the awakening card over here. So looking at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It is important to be yourself. So you're sorting a lot of things out as far as your concepts about who you are and how much of power you have in your hand. And your self-confidence issues, if you have any, are getting sorted out within the month of June. So, you're reaching that point where you're standing back and looking at things and seeing things from a different light, maybe from a more mature light. You're seeing things, everything's not moving very quickly over here because these concepts come to you, where there's a pause. The awakening card is usually the hangman card. So looking at things from a very, very different perspective and realizing that you have to let go of certain things in order for you to make other things move forward. And you've reached that point, that turning point in your life, and you're behaving in a very mature manner, very differently from what you've been in the past. So maybe you've been through a lot, and that has allowed you to see things from a very, very different point of view. And now you're realizing with this Two of Wands that you need to focus your energy on yourself, and become more, more selfish, really, and concentrate on yourself, because if you're not happy, then the rest of the world won't be happy. So you're realizing that you have a lot of power, and you're realizing that, you have to get yourself in order before you can get anybody else in order. And it seems like that's where the awakening comes in for you in June.